Welcome to Working with Fractions. Our focus today is on adding and subtracting fractions. So in our last video, Operation Overview, we mentioned that in order to add or subtract fractions, they have to have the same denominator. This means that if we had 2/5 and 1/5, for instance, what we would do was add the top numbers, so 2 plus 1 gives us 3, keep the same denominator, giving us 3/5. However, if the denominators were different, then we could not do this. Why is this? Well, think about it this way. Let's say you have 1/3 of a chocolate bar. Your friend comes along and says, "Hey, you're such a wonderful person. I'm gonna give you half of mine." Well, now you have a lot of chocolate, but what exactly do you have? Right now, there is no way for us to express this quantity. That's where the common denominator comes in. Looking at this 1/2 of a chocolate bar your friend gave you, you might notice that you can divide it up into smaller sections so that we actually are getting 3/6. And for the one that you have, you can divide it up again into similarly sized sections. So we're getting 2/6. And look at that. Now we can actually count the number of pieces that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In summary, when you have two fractions with different denominators, find a common denominator by multiplying each fraction. In our chocolate bar example, we had 1/3 and 1/2, and notice that the number 6 was the product of both 3 and 2. So we multiplied 1/3 by 2/2 to give us 2/6. And we multiplied 1/2 by 3/3 to give us 3/6. Wait a minute. So you might be wondering if it's okay for us to multiply something by 2/2 or 3/3. But this actually doesn't do anything to the number, even if we were to multiply it by 1,000,000 over 1,000,000. See, it's the same thing as multiplying something by 1, meaning that the number stays the same, because 2 divided by 2, or any number divided by any number, well, that just gives us 1. So essentially, this number is the same as this number, just in a different form. After that, just as in our first example, we add the numerators, the top numbers, and keep the denominator to give us 5/6. For subtraction, it's the same idea. So if your friend came along but was in a bad mood this time and said, "Hey, give me 1/4 of your chocolate bar," we would have 1/3 minus 1/4, right? Well, in this case with 1/3 and 1/4, the lowest common denominator would be 3 times 4 equals 12. So what we would do was multiply 1/3 by 4/4, multiply 1/4 by 3/3, and this is really going to give us 4/12 minus 3/12, and this is equal to 1/12. And that's it. When I was learning fractions myself, one thing I always did was to look at the bottom number of the fraction I wasn't working with, and then just multiply my numerator and denominator by that same number. Now, it won't give you the least common denominator every time, but it's a good place to start. In the next part of the series, we'll talk about multiplication and division. But in the meantime, check out the games on Always Ice Cream and Clever Dragons that were made specifically for this material. I will see you soon.